Let's go!
Let's go! Welcome in, Monster. You are fast. Welcome in, McVin. You are second fast. Happy Monday. Start of another week. Starting off strong. Here's the plan. Let's see. Where's my shit? So starting off with no items and no money. I'm gonna see how hard it is to beat the first team. So the way that I can't show you yet because the meetup's not open. It's only open in the evenings. Got night shift this week, so you're only here briefly. Oh no! Well, I appreciate you stopping by for what limited time you have. God, what an awful starting color. I don't have color change yet, unfortunately, so we are stuck with this absolutely putrid shade of olive. This is what we will use to beat Brea into submission. Gotta keep the streak going strong, of course. So I got no money. I can't buy new parts. I have no parts with which to sell to make more money. I'm stuck with what I got. And what I got could be worse, but I do have 4 red parts, which are kind of a death sentence. If any of your parts are red, your car is just not gonna go very good. So we got some priority stuff that needs fixing. But before I can do any of that, we have to do deliveries. And I'm gonna stick to the short delivery runs because I plan on making it so that medium and long have to be unlocked by doing enough of the short deliveries, so I'm not going to use these for fast money. We're going to stick with this to get a more accurate representation of how long this would take. I did get, if you don't know if you noticed on that starting screen, I did finally make it so that the information is accurate. So it will actually show you what location you're at and how many stops the delivery actually is. And for these delivery runs, while they are randomized, the way that I get the name of the location is that the way that the tracks are randomized is that it has these like pre-made chunks and it randomly arranges them like puzzle pieces. So what I did is that every chunk has its own name, and the way that it works out is the last chunk is what determines the name. So you can think of it as the location being like the destination. Okay, decent bit of cash. What is it? Oh, this is not racing music. Much better. Now we got just enough cash to challenge the first team, but I have to wait until they're open, so let's scavenge for a bit. There we go. So we have some teams. I studied a little bit of TXR for team ideas, so we got little logos for everybody. And the meetups are at the parking lot. You know, you just see who's around that you can race. As you can see, every race is a wager race. So you need to have enough money to be able to challenge. And also, there is like some requirements. So even if I had enough cash to challenge any of the teams other than After Hours, which is the starter team, you have to have a certain type of car to race any of the other teams. So right now, I'm just gonna see if this, as it is, can beat the first opponent, because if it can, I need to make them harder. I'm trying to make it so that you need to have a pretty well repaired car to beat the first rival. And then to beat Brea, the team lead, you will need to have, like, upgraded parts for most of your car to beat her. That's the goal. Also, welcome in board. Thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate and then show max. Should make it possible to theoretically do? No. Because that's not what this game is about. This game, the point of the game is that you have to build a better car. But where show maxing? Where is my here it is. Why didn't it go? Why doesn't my info button doesn't work anymore? What the hell? Hang on. Get request in background. Is this outdated? Let's see. Info. Does this work? It doesn't. Edit. Trigger info. What do you actually do? Run effect list. Edit info. Chat. I don't know why this doesn't work. Run this. Nothing. Okay. This is not a fucking Firebot troubleshooting stream. That's a whole other mess for a different time. I'll just do it without the info. Can I do it if I type it manually? There we go. Okay. For anybody who doesn't know, I do the arting and streaming when I can because I help my parents out on a farm and my precious ones have peculiar medical conditions, so I need a flexible at-home work schedule in case of emergencies and any money for hospital bills. So if you or anyone you know like this model, this overlay, I made it all myself. If you need any stream asset work or live 2D rigging or model work done, you can check out my VGen. It's got examples of all my work, and it's the easiest place to reach me about work. And, of course, my DMs are always open. Is that how that goes? Yeah, I think that's how that goes. My DMs are always open. Thank you all again for the support, all the views, even just spreading the word, and most importantly, for any stream assets. No. Stream tips, subs, and commissions. It means more to me than you could ever know. You guys are cool as shit. And that is one show maxing. I don't do them nearly enough, so now it's like every time I have to do it, I only remember half of it. Alright, let's see what you got. 1. Also, the screen is different based on if you're doing a delivery. Oh no, that's not good. That is not off to a good start. Thank you, Board. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. So yeah, off to a bad start. But this is good. I should not be able to win this race. There is a little bit of rubber band. Whoop. Yeah, this car is a fucking beater, dude. There's a wee bit of rubber banding just to make it so that there's no total blowout, but if the cars are close together, there's no effect. Bro, that guy can't dodge traffic for shit. Holy. Uh-oh. He's wiping out all the traffic. Okay. That will definitely need to be fixed. I'm gonna write that down. Why the fuck was that happening? AI or rival obstacle collision Error. That's good enough. Okay, so I'm out 1,000 credits, which is not the end of the world, but I should let me fix all of the red parts and then try again. So, what do I need? I need brakes. I need linkage. I need intake. I need an engine. And I need a frame. Couple of pricey parts on there, unfortunately. Well, let's see. That is exactly the engine that I need, but unfortunately, I'm fucking broke. I could sell... You know what? I'm not going to want to race again until I have these parts replaced, so I might as well sell them. Let's just take everything off. Okay, it's not a lot, but it's something. That's a pretty penny. Don't need you. Well, this can actually be repaired a fair bit. What are you? Alright. Is that enough? I'm like 1,000 credits short. Okay. What else do I have? I can sell you. Fuck it. Yeah, that'll do it. I need that. That's the best inline 4 engine in the game currently. This is my ticket to victory. It's the only thing that's going to be able to keep up with Brea. I still have some spending money. I could get a new clutch. That is nice and new. Linkage I also need. Item for exhaust. Okay, these are pieces, whereas this is an actual part that I can get right now. So I think that's the move. I did sell my... No, I didn't. So I get some extra credits off of that. I'll buy you. Which means now I can also get either of these. That is way too expensive. I'll definitely get you, because 5 pieces makes it much more likely that I only need one other partial. What can I sell? What can I sell that I haven't sold yet? This can be repaired. That's probably fine. There is nothing else I can sell. Alright, I'm just not going to be able to get the exhaust pieces. That's fine. Time to do another delivery. And of course, the better you do, the more money you make. You get cash bonuses for shifting well, drifting well, grazing obstacles by almost crashing into them, you know, the classic near miss. And also based on how much time you have at the end of the run. So you don't wanna phone it in. If you can end with a lot of If you can end with a lot of time on the clock, that's a big extra bonus to the paycheck. I believe every spare second is 5% of the base payout. On his way to midwife duties. I mean, you know, we don't know where we're driving during these deliveries. Maybe that is what's happening. Yeah, every spare second is another 5%. The most accurate you can be is 100%. So for drift and shift, they make up 50%. So 100% shifting means you get a 50% bonus, and then 90% for the drift means you get a, what is that, 45% bonus? And then every graze is 10%, which is significant. If you get lucky and have a long stretch of drag strip and can graze a lot of cars, you can make a lot of cash, which I probably should have done more. What are you talking about? What happened? Oh, I think I know what happened. It's checking. It was checking if any of the parts on your current car are like out of health, and because I started a race with parts on my equipped car empty, it got confused. Let's fix that. And while I'm here, let's fix that fucking enemy collision shit. So let's see, that's loading screen, I believe. Never mind, that is not loading screen. Race over. It should be here somewhere. It's for each. Oh, wait. I can just look for it here. Create event of menu home. Okay. Menu home. Create line 459. Let's see. I believe I can just do this with E. This will have a built-in safeguard against the instance in question not existing. Because if E doesn't exist, it just won't run this code. Set global quick bar non-instance destroy. Okay. That's that fixed. And obstacle. Alright. Why the fuck did this happen? Race progress is equal to clamp, race progress, race position, and lane current. Graze window. If you are in the lane, then set to crashing and destroy. Otherwise, graze. Ooh, hang on. This makes it so that the enemy can steal grazes from the player, which sounds funny, but I don't want that to be the case, actually. Apparently NGS is getting a full loser EQ in December. Ooh. One of these days. One of these days, I'll get around to that. Also, if crowd race progress is greater than... Aha! This is the culprit. It destroys itself whenever either racer passes them. It should be... Actually, I don't think I need to do this at all. Because the way that I've set up the resource optimization, I don't need to manually cull these cars after you pass them. That will just happen as you enter and exit the area. So, I don't gotta worry about that. We'll just get rid of that entirely, and that should fix that problem. Alright, let's try this again. Let's start by... this is not good. These parts are just worse overall. I don't have a single white HP part. Let me see what I can get. Wheels would be huge. I need that. I don't have any fucking money. I need 8 grand. That is not enough, but I need to get rid of it anyways. Get rid of that. That might be repairable. Not quite. Definitely don't need you. You can be repaired, but that'll take a long time. I don't want the junkyard to close. Switches your wheels and a chunk falls off. I mean, yeah, that's basically what dry rotting is. What can I sell? You're worth a pretty penny. Okay, I will take this. That's huge. Blue, but it's so expensive. Blue suspension would go crazy. Frame pieces. This frame is not great, and it's worth a lot. Actually, how much is that engine worth? Oh, okay, we're in it now. Give me that blue suspension. Which means we don't need this anymore. I can get the frame, too. What else we got? Brake pieces, for sure. Linkage that can be repaired, which I don't have, so I'll take it. Create, wishbone, pushrod. Okay, don't need any of that. More frame pieces. Huge. Okay. There's a chance that you can get higher rarity when you build, but no dice this time. That's garbage. I already have wheels. I guess I should make a shopping list. Okay, we have the frame. We need an engine. I need an intake. Well, no, for beating the first racer, I want to see if yellows can do it. We need an exhaust. You need 4 wheels. Yes. Thankfully this accounts for that. Don't worry. I need nitrous. The suspension can be repaired. We're good. I need a clutch. Suspension's more than good. Link is fine. Need brakes. Did you guys see the Miyamoto tweet about the Zelda movie, by the way? I can't believe it's actually happening. Okay, so we need 5 parts. Engine, exhaust, NOS, clutch, and brakes. Clutch pieces, I'll take that. Yeah, it is in fact wild. I'll grab those. I do need brakes. Then I just buy brake pieces. Yikes. I could get some of the money back. Take that. That clutch can be repaired. I'll take it. Yeah, clutch and brakes. I do need nitrous of some variety, but that one's pretty busted up. But it is blue. I think it's worth it. Busted up nitrous doesn't affect you that much. Just so I can say that I have it. I was gonna be mad that a much better one showed up right afterwards, but that's way more expensive, so we're fine, actually. I just need engine and exhaust. Engine I'm probably not going to be able to afford, unfortunately. But exhaust I should be able to get if I can fucking find one. Oh, here we go. Some pieces, at least. And it's closing time at the junkyard. I mean, the Cadet is not a great engine, but if it's all I can get my hands on, I'll take it for now. Ooh, blue intake. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so what's the haul? We have a frame. We have half of an engine. You got a blue intake. Very nice. Wait, oh, right. I don't have the engine installed yet. I can repair you, at least. We are so close to having an exhaust. We at least got the nitrous back into the yellow. A pretty decent refurbished transmission. We've got a clutch. We have a lovely blue suspension kit. We've got our steering linkage. We've got brakes. And we got a pretty fresh set of tires. Almost new. We're just missing a fucking engine, and then we'll be good to go. Need the ability to fire your battery like that one Chinese EV? Terrifying. Nervously optimistic. You like Zelda, you want it to be good. I feel like Nintendo's proven themselves at this point. Like, it's probably gonna be good enough for you. I'm sure there are gonna be people that come in that don't want to like the movie because video game movie's bad and Nintendo bad, and they're gonna be like, that movie was not true to the canon. But I feel like you'll probably like it. It'll be like, yeah, that's a Zelda. Okay, junkyard's closed, so time to do some hauling. I can also pass time by repairing stuff, so if I want to just kill time until the junkyard's open again. I can always just, like, disassemble my car, repair it, and put it back together again. Oh wait, I can't because I'm not using it for the delivery, so it's not, the parts aren't losing HP. I am pretty happy with the timing for the deliveries. It's lined up so that you pretty much always end up with less than 10 seconds by the time you get to the checkpoint. So it's nice and climactic. All right. Pretty decent payout. That's like triple the base pay. It's because all them grazes, bro. All they have to do is sneak in obvious references while winking. Yeah. I'm the same way. It's not that hard for me to enjoy a movie. The hard part for me is going to see the movie in the first place. Let's see, Junkyard opens at 6. Okay, so it's almost opening time. And one more hour 15. I'm gonna have to run 2 more deliveries before the Junkyard's open again. Bruh. I wonder, should there be an additional way to pass time for free? I feel like that's normally a feature that games with time systems have. I guess there'd be no reason not to have something like that. Like a rest? Yeah. Just like a, you know, in this situation where I'm just waiting for the junkyard to open back up. Though it certainly is not a bad idea to do deliveries to pass time, because then you're getting more money. There we go. Collect those grazes. Collect that money. Not a bad idea for QOL. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's no harm in having it. It's not because like it wouldn't be balance breaking, because if there was a time limit situation, then skipping time would be counterproductive. Keep it on theme, maybe have it be themed as minor maintenance. I mean, I feel like it's on theme to just like lay down or not think about the car for a little bit. I think that's reasonable. Also, welcome in, Gray. Happy Monday. Another fat payout. Yeah, I don't think it would be a bad idea to pass the time. I could probably make it so that you can click on the clock and just click on the clock and have it be like, how much time would you like to pass? Not a bad idea. I'll write that down. Click on clock to pass time. Another reason I'm hesitant to have a car washing mechanic is because the car, I plan on having it so that the car gets dirtier the less health the frame has. So I wouldn't really want to have, like, car washing be a separate thing, because it's supposed to be a visual indicator of your car's health. One more run, and then the junkyard will be open. Angel Strip, which means we're going to end on a drag section, which means money. I also want to make it so that grazing gives you nitrous. Because shifting gives you nitrous. Drifting gives you nitrous, which makes it so that there's 2 ways to gain nitrous in drift sections, but only 1 in drag sections. So it feels like a pretty logical conclusion to make it so that doing near misses gives you more boost, like in most racing games. Springy music, yeah. This is farm music. I'm pretty sure, as in like for a farm track in, I think this is Need for Speed 3. Yeah, this is 3. Moolah time, baby. Give me the money. Cut that one a little bit early. There we go. Ooh, that was a short drag section too, which saves a lot of time. We are getting big money. Okay. We still need engine and exhaust. Gotta keep an eye out. Whoa. What was that? Hyper Bagel. Excellent name. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Aha! I believe that'll finish off our exhaust. And that's the rest of our cadet. And half of a laser engine. Which, can't build it yet, but that will be, like I said, it's the best inline 4 in the game currently. So that will be vital for beating Brea. Let's put our good intake on. We've got a couple blue pieces, which means we should be able to beat Alex easily now. Now, we just have to wait until the meetup's open. Thankfully, as long as the junkyard is open, it's much easier to pass time. There we go. Alright, you're getting fucked up this time. Or not. Ay, ay, ay. What's my acceleration? Oh, I was like, why is my acceleration off the line so bad? And then I remembered I have the fucking cadet engine, which is suboptimal. It has really, it's really bad horsepower at low RPM. Which is ironic, because I wrote in the flavor text that it has a surprising amount of low-end torque for a turbocharged engine. And that is definitely not represented at all. Either that or maybe Turbo 4s just have truly abysmal dogshit torque at low RPM. If this is supposed to be impressive. Brother. The Mazda 3's top speed is just really hard to compete with. Thankfully, a lot of the early AI can't drift for shit, so it causes them to lose a lot of speed. Come on, come on! Come on! What happened? Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Fuck. That was like my last 1,000. Okay, what is lacking? Man, is this engine just fucking trash? Everything on this car is healthy except for the nitrous. Hmm. You know what? This is this is not what the first rival would be using, like car wise. I should change that. I just realized its performance would be closer to the Cadet engine because it'd be driving a Versa, which would have a much weaker engine, closer to the non-laser inline fours. So let me update that real quick. You should be using instead of the Mazda 3, I'll put you in the 180. I'll put you in the 180, but I will give you some boosted parts. Equipment, intake, tier equals 1. Exhaust tier equals 1, and we'll say wheel equals 1. That should make you competitive enough that I can't beat you with the starting car. And to test that, I will give myself just 1,000 money just so I can take them on with my starting setup. Okay. Let's see, because I still should not be able to beat them with what I have right now. And as it stands, I'm beating them. That's not great. I guess I'll need to buff them even more. Probably give them tier 2 parts. Shit, I might give them tier 3. Even though that wouldn't make any sense, but... Bro, what is happening? My top speed is fucking abysmal. Oh, right, because my frame's busted up. My air resistance is through the roof. Holy... that was bad. Oh my god, look at us. We're both going at like fucking 20 miles an hour. Neighborhood speed race. Yeah, man. We're... I mean, to be fair, we are in a couple of commuter cars. We're just vibing. Okay. So they're too weak. So, we're gonna have to buff him up more. I tell you what, where's Brea's car? We'll do this. Everything on it will get boosted to tier 1. Let's see if that makes him strong enough. They're still pretty damn slow off the line. God, am I slow through these turns? Holy. Come on. Oh, he's coming up. I think I may have definitely made the Mazda 3 way stronger than it should be. In retrospect. That may be a little bit of... Well, it's weird to say that it would be bias, because it's not like I don't love all the other cars that I currently have in the game. Oh, that's why you do drive a Mazda 3. I'm so fucking jealous, dude. I definitely want one. One day. So welcome in, Brooke. Yes, we are in fact grooving. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this, bro. Not like this, bro. Okay, we still won. Which means he needs to be stronger. Fuck it, give him tier 3 parts. It makes no sense at this early in the game for the first rival to be rocking fucking Nismo bespoke car pieces, but fuck it, if that's what it takes to make the 180 goddamn viable, then so be it. That's more like it. Now I need to make it so that once this car is fully healthy, I think of what I want the benchmark to be. Holy shit, he's flying. Okay, maybe 3 was a little far. Maybe 2 probably would have done the trick. Yeah, I think what I want the benchmark to be is that a fully healthy vehicle, maybe with 1 or 2 blue equipments, can beat the first rival. And then you need like mostly blue parts to beat Brea, if not like all blue. That was definitely overkill. Let's try let's try just setting it to tier 2. Hmm. I want to say the frame is probably what was making a huge difference in speed, because the frame kind of determines your top speed. Because it changes your air resistance. What the fuck? Oh, right, because of the way that Wardo's update broke screen props. I forgot that my headpad is a screen prop. I was like, what the fuck is going on my OBS? That was very confusing. How big can it go now? I mean, that's how big it starts. Yeah, I imagine it's only up from there. Yeah, I think maybe if I do just frame. Let's try Q frame dot tier equals 3. If we set just the frame to max tier, it's also possible that as I add more engines into the game, I can just do an engine swap. Which actually might not be a bad idea. Because I don't need to make any assets to add the engines in. Let's see, if this doesn't do it, then we can try adding more engines and see what works. Ooh, what a dodge. Oh, I'm farming this fool. No, looks like he still can't keep up. Alright. Let's set everything to tier 2 and frame to tier 3. I hate that every time I spam the refresh just to pass time in the junkyard, I always see some gold shit pop up. Whenever I'm actually looking for parts, nowhere to be found. Desire sensor ass game. Okay, yeah, the tier 3 frame on top of the other stuff is definitely what fucking is what sent him over the top. Alright, I'm at least able to keep up, so this might be the ticket. I see we both fucked up our drifts. Yeah, he flies off the line now. But I can catch up. Okay. This is a good sign. That he's not, like, too crazy. But especially because I plan on having this, this person be specifically on a drag strip. That high speed, that high top speed is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. Wait, I'm dumb. If I'm going to race him on a drag strip... Oh no! Fuck! What broke? My fucking intake just got torn to shreds, I guess. This whole engine is in goddamn tatters, actually. Yeah, hang on. If I want it to be on a drag strip, I should make it on a drag strip. Hang on. Where? Tracks. Let's do this. Sailor track, sunset, A hours 0. We'll slide that up here. I don't know where I'm putting this. Hang on. Just slide in there for now. I don't think these should be in the cars menu. I should make a separate folder for cruise. Create group. Cruise. And just grab all of these. Slide them in here. And that way, I don't need these. I don't need these underscores. Okay, now where? There. Slide you up here. Okay, Sunset Drag 1. I'm going to grab you. Daily active. We don't need that. I don't think we need any of this. Length, traffic, after length, next cam. Cam mode, follow front. I'm gonna have this be like twice as long as usual. Oh, make it 30. We'll see how long that is. Hang on. Update. Obstacle off. Now, where's obstacle on? Well, I can just hope. I just hope that this works properly. EP in the alliance raid. Uh-oh. Okay, don't think I need that, because there's like no braking happening. Don't need this. It's just circus, if you say so. Okay. So this would be Sunset Deli. And we're just going to put this 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out of here. That means I have to figure out Brea's course as well. Also, I could have this in the vehicle, actually. Let's do that. That would be smarter. Inventory, car, parents. AI, course. This. And then for you, you will be at, what's it, A hours 0. Menu, meet. Okay. Home, meet. There we go. Place restart. Aha! Place global dot car enemy dot AI course. There. Now it should be a drag race. Oh, I think it's because of all the steering that they have to do. It's slowing them down. Either that or they're hitting a lot of traffic. Happy! Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope the start of your week is going well. Okay, that was way too easy. What the hell happened? There you go. There's your borp. I have to make them fast, but not too fast. Yeah, Fao is currently Eepy. Family over here is chilling, as far as I can tell. Mom got the greenhouse reset up. So now we have a big. It almost looks like you know the circular like bunker looking warehouse where it's like a half circle. It's like half of a cylinder sitting on the ground. It's like one of those. It's not like as big as a bunker. It's like as big as a greenhouse, but it's shaped like a soda can that's halfway underground. And we are growing muchly. This is what smart people do? I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that. Maybe the smartest people just pay other people to make their games for them. Let's see. Yeah, the frame wasn't doing them much good. Oh, wait a minute. I'm foolish. I was supposed to set the frame after setting everything else. Welcome in, Isa. It's true. I don't stream games anymore. I just make games. And by make games plural, I mean make games singular that will never come out. To be fair, technically, Isa, I'm playing a game right now. Alright, let's see. Let's see if the level 3 frame is what seals the deal. It would appear that it is not sealing the deal. I wonder what made them go so fucking crazy when I set all of their shit to tier 3. I thought it was the frame because of the top speed buff, but I guess not. Because this shit just cannot drag race. Alright, so that's not it. What if we just set everything to 3 again? And then we set some stuff to 2. Maybe we set the frame to 1. So that way it's explosive off the line, but the air resistance will keep it in check. Also, I appreciate the encouragement, Happy. Even though you would never let me say such things to you. Okay, yeah, now they're flying off the line. Ah, but the frame. What happened? What the fuck? Bro, they hit the boost. They're not even programmed to use nitrous yet. Why did that happen? What the fuck? Alright. They definitely won by, like, way too much. I bet you it is the intake, because the intake boosts horsepower. Oh my goodness. Alright, Happy. You MFer head ass. How dare you come into my chat, you hypocritical so-and-so. Coming in here telling me that I'm doing great and everything's alright. And if I had so much of a smidgen of positivity set in your way, you'd be flipping a tit. You'd be in a puddle. You'd be crumpled, pooped, and pattered. One who can dish it out but can't take it. How dare you? How dare you stand in my presence and be positive at me? The audacity of this. What's the word? Not rascal. Rascal is accurate, but that's not what I'm thinking of. What's the rodent? This rodent stepping into my stream. There you go. Rapscallion, scoundrel, those all work. Rascal, I feel like, is the most appropriate, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. I would get banned for such behavior, were the tables turned. But alright. I suspect... I realize, for testing purposes, I should probably give myself more money, so that way I can test upgrading the car immediately. So let's give ourselves hella money. Gajillion monies. We are so rich now. Alright. Wow, this car is in surprisingly good shape. What the hell? Only thing I really need is a clutch. Alright, well, let's see what we can get. I'll take this. I'll take... Ooh! Okay, I want this, but I will not use it yet. I'll take that. That's not particularly great. I'll take that. More brakes. I already have good nitrous. Blue brakes? I don't know if I want to use that yet. I should be able to beat the first rival with all green. It just needs to be healthy. I'm feeling that's going to be huge. That's busted up. What are we driving? Yeah, we're driving a 7-speed. I'll take that. We'll take some of these. We'll take some of these. Another gold clutch? What the fuck is happening? Not the cadet, bro. That thing's kinda ass for real. Need that. I need that for later. How much? I can barely get you into the white, but I don't think that's going to be very helpful. A nice healthy steering linkage, that's good. Another blue clutch, I'll take it. More inline 4 exhaust. Frame pieces, excellent. Definitely need that. We're riding on 18s. Though I think I already have good tires. I'm going to say 2 blue pieces. And otherwise healthy, and I want to see how that compares. I should just program in a debug button that will set my car to whatever stats I want. That is a thing that I can do. In fact, I think that's a good idea. All right. We'll put this in the camera. Why the camera specifically? Don't worry about it. Hold on, car current. If... Ah! Oh, that was my... Where did that go? Where did that go? What the... Oh, there it is. I can handle that later. I have a screw in my desk that I use to hold my headphones, and I don't have the nut that goes with it, so I just have a little... I just have like a little, a clip, like a binder clip, that just grabs onto the other side through the table, and sometimes it comes loose, and it scares me. Listen, my November... Listen. It's the only kind of nutless I could be around here. You would check. Pressed. Let's do BK backspace. FN parts for each function. EI. E dot tier equals 0. I'll make this ORD 1. ORD 1. That tier equals 0. We'll do with E, so as not to run into any perilous bugs. HP equals 100, 100. And then OR 2 will be... Let's see. Let's make the intake and the wheels tier 1. Yeah, tier 1. You wheel dot tier equals 1. And take exhaust and wheel, perhaps. Exhaust dot tier equals 1. Okay. If I do this and then check the garage, all right, we're set. Now then. Let's see. Let's see if I can beat him. Not the music, bro. Much better. Okay, so I'm wiping the floor with this guy. Well, okay, not necessarily wiping the floor. It's a close race. With some blue parts. Wait! What the fuck? Brother, alright. We gotta cut that top speed down just a tad. Mm-mm. The top speed is wild, which would be the exhaust. Let's tone the exhaust down. EQ exhaust dot tier equals 2. Splatoon type beat. Hell yeah. I should be able to beat them with all green. So if I set it all healthy, that's the ideal. So I can beat them like this. Okay, going well. I was gonna say going well so far, you bro. Okay, that's not helping. All right. Let's bring the intake down as well. You know what? We'll just set the tier to 2. Set the frame to 3. See what that looks like. Because tier 3 is clearly way too much. Yeah, that cadet engine is apparently, while being absolutely dogshit off the line, the top speed goes absolutely foolish. Okay, he's hanging in there, but clearly did not stand a chance. So, do I lose this car stock? That is the new test. This is such a more difficult tightrope to walk than I anticipated. Hit him with the graze just to flex on him a little bit. We are cruising at a smooth 70 miles an hour. Barely speeding. In fact, in Texas, we would be tailgated for going that speed. And bro cannot keep up. Like, what? What are you talking about? Essentially made a game about spreadsheets and numbers with some skill expression thrown in. The numbers will have to be so precise. You're so right. Okay. Exhaust go up to boost the top speed. Well, I can at least tell you this much. Definitely not going to be nearly as much thought into the rest of the rivals. I just want to make sure that the first team is nice and well thought out, because at the beginning of the game, your options are going to be a lot more limited, whereas, you know, you have a lot more freedom to move around once you get rolling. So the game's allowed to be a lot more arbitrary once you get past the opening act. No? You can't keep up. You can't keep up with a busted ass car. EQ wheel dot tier equals 3. Let's see how that does. You're slowly upgrading this car until it can put up just enough of a fight. Right, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hopefully your week is not off to too garbage of a start. Okay, with the wheels, he fucking flies off the line. However, he doesn't seem to have top speed to keep it up. Interesting. Garbage weeks do not exist in the K-Zone. I wish. I wish I had a sphere of influence that effective. Okay, this is good, because we're like just barely behind, which leads me to believe that once our car is healthy, we might be able to take him on. Maybe. Let's see. Otherwise, the wheel upgrade might be a little too much. So let's fix our car up and hit the rematch. And if this doesn't work, I really do need to actually implement the engine that I actually want this car to be using. Because, like, if I can get the balance, if I can get the tightrope walk to work, then we're golden. And I can just put this engine in the Versa for this rival specifically. Okay, yeah, we pretty much very healthily clear. So that's good. I think that's good enough. That'll suffice. Which means now we get the real fight. That was all fucking preamble for the one that needs to be able to kick my ass until I upgrade this car to, like, mostly blue. As expected, absolutely flying off the line. That's good. I'm keeping up, which is a surprise. But I don't think I'm gaining any ground. Alright. Alright, let's upgrade a bit. I believe if I set to 2, I will have, like, a couple of blue parts. Let's see if this turns the tide. If it does, she's gonna need to get a little bit stronger, because she can't be losing to, like, 3 blue parts. Come on. You know what I could do? To, like, once I have the teams made up, I could just have them race against each other and compare their times, and then, like, adjust the parts until the times are close enough together, and then just sort them based on how fast they are. Also, yeah, like that, that was not happening. All right, let's try more blue. We are unfortunately... junkyard is unfortunately closed. So I think what I'll do is, now that I know that the first race is good enough, we're just gonna have Brea be first on the list. And make it so that level 2... Let's see, intake, exhaust, wheel... I'm gonna make it so that I have the, no, you know what? I'm just gonna have it set everything to 2. Or to 1, actually. And we'll see if that does it. As long as it's not a complete blowout. As long as it's not a complete blowout, I will consider this a success. Because if it's a close race with the Golf engine, but all blue parts, then it should be doable with less blue parts if you have the Laser 4. Look at her fucking go, dude. Holy. and her stats are really high, so she's pretty much guaranteed to never miss a shift or drift. They won't always be critical, but I don't think they'll ever miss. Close but no cigar. I think straight up the engine is just holding back way too much. Okay. Let's try this setup again. If I reduce the frame. And hang on. EQ frame dot tier equals 0. Lost in your own game. Welcome in, Mino. Happy Monday. Hopefully your Monday has not been too much of a Monday. Actually, I should test to make sure I can beat her with the all blue setup, because if I lose with the previous setup and then try the all blue setup and also lose there, then the first run was a waste of time. Yeah, get fucked. I saw that. I saw you hit that traffic. How embarrassing. Now I'm the one getting embarrassed. God damn it. I still can't match her top speed. That fuck ass engine is too good. It's still not enough. God damn it. Holy. Alright. We gotta fucking rein this in. Your new place is in a corner, so you had to shovel 300 gallons of leaves. Wait, did you move? Do you have a... Did you upgrade or downgrade? If I just leave her stock, is that the move? Is the fucking laser forge, is that good? Move to a bigger place to put a grand piano in? Holy! Well, congratulations! I hope aside from all of the leaves, you do enjoy it. What do you mean over rev? What the fuck are you talking about? That was literally in the green. It's close. And I am in all blue, so it would probably behoove me to try this with the 3 blue setup and see if I can still win. What happens if you drive into the void? Thankfully, it's on rails, so don't gotta worry about that. Okay, let's see if I can still win with only 3 blue equipment. If I can't, I think this will be a good balance. Because with the laser 4, you could probably beat her. Actually, no, like, not probably. Statistically, if you have the same engine as her, and you just have any blue parts, you should win. Just a shifting rhythm game? Yeah. That's why, I made it like that because I miss Drift Girls. They fucking shut the servers down, and I have not found another game that plays like it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just make my own. However, aside from shifting, you do also have to steer. It's just that instead of having to actually steer the car, it's just also a rhythm game in that you hit the steer direction when the pink line under the car lines up with the pink line at the start of the turn. And then you hit the gas to exit the turn. Thank you, Brooke. Winning without using nitrous might be... She might need a little bit of a tune-up. Never mind, here she comes. We hit the boost. Okay, hard fought. Hard fought, but we won. Am I happy with that? Considering that if I fucked up any of those drifts, I probably would have lost. I think I can be happy with that. There's only so much fine-tuning I can do. What I might do... let's see. I'm gonna give her a boosted clutch and see if that makes the difference. I love how I was like, yeah, that's enough fiddling around, and then immediately I'm like, what if I fiddled around some more? Hue clutch dot tier equals 2. We'll give her a fucking gold clutch. And I think the never failing a drift or shift is probably a little too stringent for Act 1. So I'll mess with her. I'll mess with her parameters a bit. Her ass does not need to be using nitrous, bro. Tone that shit down. Let me say like 70, 60. Okay, we have our 3 blue pieces. Let's see how we stack up. Over at my fucking ass, dude. Danny, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hopefully not too much of a Monday for you. How about them blue pieces? Yeah. We're seeing how they stack up. I might need to turn her parameters back up. With the fucking... Even with the gold clutch, turning her parameters down this far, like she can't keep up anymore. That's interesting. Fucking up a drift really, really makes all the difference, I guess. I guess I would turn her drifting parameter way back up. It's always the Mondays. Ooh. Close. Very close. Okay, I'm turning her drift rate back up. I'm gonna set it to like 90. Very small chance that she fucks up. I'll turn her shift. No, it's fine. Let's see. Okay, we got the good launch. Huge. Jesus, traffic here is fucking dense. I love when the vocalist in this song gets to that one part and he goes, ew. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but the inflection is just so lovely. She's keeping up, but barely. Uh-oh. I fucked it. I fucked it. I've utterly fucked it. Right at the end. Bruh. You know what? I think that's the level of execution that I want. If you're not coming in with all blue pieces and you fuck up one drift, I think you should lose. I think that's appropriate, actually. All right. We're good. I've got like an hour. I can start implementing the install and uninstall minigames. Before that, let's restore you. Let's see. I need to model the Versa and the Fit, and then all of the cars that I need to have implemented for like a vertical slice will be done, which is huge. Remember last time you complained that Blue Archive song update in Ongeki wasn't leaked yet? It leaked as soon as you complained? Amazing. You'll love to see it. Just complain on your stream. Complain that fucking no game exists that's like Drift Girls anymore. I've done it before. I'm almost certain I've done it before. If I haven't, well, I'm doing it now. I did it while explaining the mechanics to you. So if that works, I should be summoning a private server any minute. Let's see. I'm gonna need Photoshop. Let's get UI Planner Garage. Let's get this open so I can get an idea of how big I want this to be. I need a picture of a wheel. Car wheel. Preferably one that does not have a logo on it. And one that has 5 lug nuts. That also does not have the lug nuts showing. This is surprisingly difficult to find. Actually, wait, I can just erase the fucking lug nuts. I'm an idiot. Okay, I may have found a good candidate. This will probably suffice. Summon $1,000? I fucking wish, dude. Okay, grab this. Make this like this big. Unfortunately, I cannot do a nice even 256 because that's way too large. This is probably good. Let's do like 200. Wait. I think I want nearest neighbor. That'll probably look funnier. Is that better? Possibly. Hang on, I'm gonna, for comparison's sake, we're gonna do the same thing. $200. Let's see how this looks. No, I think the downscaling was fine, actually. Okay. And then I erase these little lug nuts here. Don't want that. It's a little messy, but it gets the job done. Let's do like a nice 80%. I think that's how dark the minigame screen gets. Outside. We want this to be white. Whoa! What the fuck? Hang on. Oh. Why are you like this? Continuous, please. Okay. Don't know why that was like that. One or two pixel stroke. I'm kind of torn between these two. I think I like the two. And then... fill this in with white as well. And now I need a lug nut picture. Lug nut. The annoying part is that I need like a top-down view of a lug nut, which I feel like is not the kind of picture that is very often. Yeah, definitely not seeing that. I guess I could just get like any bolt top view. Bolt screw top view. There we go. You motherfuckers, you fake PNG motherfucker. Gets me every time. I can work with this. There. Easy peasy. Ooh. Ah, tolerance is a little too high. The average Republican stepping into fucking whatever. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. Alright. Now. Wait a minute. This is backwards. Lug nuts need to have the little hexagon inside the... God damn it. It needs to be circular. I'm a dingus. What if I searched lug nut top view? I just realized I didn't try to do that. Yeah, they have a little hexagon inside a circle. Wait! They have... some of them have a little circle inside the hexagon inside a circle. I just gotta duplicate it. Okay, this is salvageable. Let's see. Grab this. Why did that sound? I just realized. Hang on. Play that again. It sounds like Shadow the Hedgehog taking damage over and over again in this song. It's just now hitting me. That is like an exact match. Okay, so you... Wait, no, you need to be on top. And then shrink. Yeah, that's a fucking lug nut, baby! And I want there to be like an outline to indicate that it's interactable. But I guess I can just like color affect it. I'll have a white outline and then image blend it. That'll work. So make sure these are the correct size. Which is to say fucking tiny. Which means all the detail is lost. How's that look? That is fucking indecipherable, dude. Survived a massive shit. Ah, congratulations. Okay, yeah, that's super indecipherable. Just gonna go ahead and group those. And make this larger. Are you okay? Do you feel like you have taken damage? What if I make it really big? Yeah, actually, I think that would work great. Better than you usually are after shooting, so that's a good sign. Okay, good. Ooh, but that does mean... Okay. I'll have to, like, resize this again. Or... 250. And do nearest neighbor. And that looks like fine. Could be worse. And then it's just like sitting right here. And you unscrewed the thingy. I'm trying to think about how this would look on the screen. It's so zoomed in. What if it's not zoomed in? If it's this size, like, you can still click on it. But I do feel like I would want it to be larger. 200. Yeah, I think this would be... This is probably an appropriate size. Maybe. No. No, I feel like this is the size. But then the lug nut would be, like, way too small. I guess that's okay. It's okay if we lose the detail. What if we make the lug nuts just, like, way too big? Just ridiculously large. But it would make them more clickable. Yeah, there's your glowy outline that I'll be able to color. To be fair, I can do that in post. Could perhaps make that 1. Yeah. Okay. I think this is good. So I'm going to export these. Warcraft 3 Reforged with Game Pass? Oh, brother. I thought we hated Reforged. There's mods for it now? Wait, they got mods to work for it? I'm surprised. Play tower defense together. I mean, I'm sure there'd be something akin to tower defense in the Black Ops 7 campaign. We'll get to that eventually. I'm planning on continuing that on Thursday. Let's see. I guess I would make a new folder for this, for mini games. SPR. Mini game wheel. And you have an Ethernet collab on Thursday? Ah, fuck, you're right. Ah, man. Well, whenever I'm next available, we can play. What is it this time? I think it's peak. Or is it happy hour? It's one of those. No, I think happy hour might be on Saturday. It's peak? Okay, yeah, we're playing peak. It's the reason I can't remember is because we're doing a lot this week. We're doing peak, and then we're playing Air Riders, and we're also doing happy hour. We got a whole lot of fucking Ethernet going on this week. Very friendly week indeed. And here is the screw. Which I probably want to be a little darker. Just for a little bit of contrast. Soft light might be the move. Yeah, give it a little bit more definition. There we go. There's a song meowing at me. G wheel screw. Okay. I think I would like to implement the wheel minigame and then probably call it a night. So I can close all of this. All right. Excuse me. Stream flew by tonight. I guess because we were playing for a lot of it. All right, I can hide Photoshop now. Where is... There you are. Sprites. And then in here, mini games. SPR, minigame, wheel. Thank you for the hydrate. I've got more of that absolutely delicious, was it blackberry lemonade, Fal? The limited edition HEB stuff. Wheel screw. Yeah, it is. It is quite tasty. I'm a big fan. I need more eggnog, bro. I just realized I've only had one eggnog, and November's almost... I almost said November's almost over. That is a lie. We're only like halfway through. But still! That is utterly unrecognizable. That is a fucking garbage of pixels. Oh right, I never made the repair minigame like explain itself. I should probably do that. This needs a description. Okay. Description equals. Toss them into the deep end like a PS1 classic? Absolutely. All the best games do it. Slay energy. All the best games just kind of leave you to fend for yourself. Yeah, that just makes me want to play fucking TXR2 again. The new TXR, excellent, fantastic game. But man, sometimes you just miss the mystique of an old game that very much did not hold your hand whatsoever. It did not care what the fuck you did. It was doing its own thing. And newer games just don't really do that. Part selected source name. Use left mouse or spacebar. The cursor is in the repair zone. To increase or to perform repairs. How much does this do? Critical repair increases HP by 10. Okay. HP plus, what is it, plus 5? Max HP minus 1. My Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed got the fuck music, dude. What's going on? Draw set font. Debug would probably work. And it's a mono font, which means I would be able to line these up much better. Let's see, it would be... We want this to be 2 behind, trying to account for... So, like this. Draw set line FA left. Draw set line FA top. Draw text transformed. Say 50-50. Description 4 and 4. Transformed extra. It's extra transformed. I always fuck this up. There we go. String separation width. Separation -1. Let's see. 100? That's probably, like, way too low. Let's see. Yeah, that should be like 200 at least, if not 250. Ooh, 250. And probably that can be 3, not 4. Yeah, that's probably good. Something you only really need to read, like, once. And once you know how it works, you don't gotta worry about it. Once you know how this works, you're not even looking at that part of the screen anymore. I might make it smaller. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. I do want it to, like, fill screen space a little bit. So I'll probably leave it at 3. Okay, so we make duplicate here, minigame, install wheel. Let's do uninstall wheel first. Wheel remove. Hold left mouse on each lug nut until fully removed. It is not possible to fuck this up, thankfully. I'll need a set of objects for each screw, and a screw is something that will be shared across different parts, so I'll just make it generic. Let's make a group here. Mini games. And then we make an object here. Object, mini game, screw. Just screw in general. SPR, minigame, wheel, screw. Let's see. We're gonna have a variable for mode. I don't want to call it that. Unscrewing, removing. Well, it's true. It'll be true by default. There should be a stickiness to it. Stick. Random range. Anywhere from 0.5. Let's say 0.2 to 0.6. And then how much thread it has. I'm going to set thread to 1, so it'll go from 0 to 1. And then stickiness, thread, unscrew speed. Actually, I don't need to unscrew speed, I just need to set the thread randomly. It's anywhere from 0.4 to 0.6 is appropriate. 0.4 is 0.6. And then step. Oh, wait, there should be shake. Shake equals. Shaking equals false. Step. Let's see. Check if first we'll set shaking to false. If mouse check button hang on. Device whether the given mouse must be held down on the given device. No. Okay. Oh, right, I do mouse check and collision check. Mouse check button, MB left, and collision point. Mouse X, mouse Y. ID. Not precise. Not ignore self. If removing if stick is greater than 0, this equals negative FPS, and shaking equals true. Else thread is equals FPS. Do 0.1 to 0.3. Moving image angle plus equals, let's see. If we're unscrewing, we want to go counterclockwise. So we would increase image angle. Plus equal. Oh, wait a minute. I want that to be here. Yeah, I suppose I could do both. 0.1, have it turn just a little bit while it's sticky. Then have it spin real fast. Thread is less than or equal to 0. Instance destroy. Done equals false. That'll be for installing. Image blend equals C lime. Draw, super draw. Oh, wait a minute. That's why I was looking at the wrong object. Not ending. Okay, we're gonna grab all of this. How come? Hang on. Oh, never mind. It is here. What the fuck? I'm crazy. I'm like, the wheel remove code didn't have the draw event. It's right here, bro. What the fuck? 0.5. I don't believe I need position. Don't need these. Don't need any of this. Don't need any of this. Super draw. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. Draw. Sprite. SPR. MG wheel. X and Y. And now I need to make it so that this actually gets created. That would be in the garage inventory. Where I know I set variables for them already. It shouldn't be in equipment. Oh my god, it is. I was like, why would I put it here? And then I realized, oh, it's because it needs to be able to be removed and installed, so it's not just the inventory. Okay. So for remove... I believe I want it here. Theme remove. If minigame remove Part equals source. With super. Yeah. If medium removes not equal no one. Place. Name. Remove. And now if I go to wheel, inventory wheel. Name, remove. Wait, no, not the inventory. Wait. Garage. Equipment. Okay, it's here. I feel like it should not be here, actually. It should be in the inventory. Inventory parent, you should be here. And then inventory wheel equals minigame wheel remove. Which means I have to go back to garage equip. If part dot minigame remove is not equal to no one. Let's see if this works. Okay. Hang on. I think I know what happened. Let's equip inventory. If we're going not build, not install, repair. That means that global part selected needs to be set. Instance exists. We put you in here. What are you talking about? This is just source. Yeah. Part selected dot source dot name. I'm going to find instance for object index -4. You're not destroying this, are you? Oh, I think I need to set... I need this to go earlier. What if this? Okay, there we go. And then you click on the thingies and they'll disappear. But I'd have to, like, spawn them first. Hold the mouse on each lug nut until fully removed. Okay, those can go away. Or screws equals this. Repeat 5 times. Place. Oh, hang on. Array push screws. Place object. Name screw. Okay, we definitely don't want this. We don't need to check that. Just instance destroy is fine. There we go. I could probably put that in the parent event, to be honest. But we can sort that out later. Push the screws and then... Yo, CK, welcome back. It has been a hot minute. Happy Monday. Hopefully it's not been too much of a Monday for you. Is less than array length. Screws I plus plus. Oh, whoops. You're not supposed to be... You're not supposed to be an instance variable. What the fuck? It has, in fact, been a while. Hope you've been well. I'm currently working on a video game of my own. Let's see. If our screw equals screws at I. Actually, it's probably an easier way to do this. No, never mind. Instance exists screw. Length equals, we'll say 50, which is probably way off. Direction equals 90. Strata x equals x plus length x. 90 plus, what's 360 divided by 5? That would be what, 72? I times 72. And then we do the same thing for y. Let's see if this shows up at all. If not, I will probably need to manually call their draw event. Doing math on stream is crazy. I mean, that's coding. That's most of what coding is, to be fair. Yeah, they are in fact not visible. Okay. Super draw the wheel, and then with minigame screw, draw self. Not as off as I was expecting. But definitely off. That needs to be... set that to 80? Also, these can definitely be longer. I thought it would be too long, but that's actually fine. 0.5? Set this to like fucking 10. Could be faster than that, and also it's not centered. Okay, okay, but it's going. Set this to like 50. That is very annoying that that is not centered. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Let's see if that's better. Slight adjustment. Better. I think that's probably good enough, but I do want to adjust the spin speed a little bit. Because it's spinning so fast that it kind of looks like it's spinning in the opposite direction, which is not ideal. There we go. Maybe a little bit faster. And then also we gotta add the little shaky effect. And let's do this. Ending equals 1. And then if any screws exist, set ending to 0. Wait. That's not gonna work. Because then it'll just be set to 1 forever. Okay. Let me think this through. If no instance exists of minigame screw, then ending equals 1. And ending is equal to 0. Hmm. Hmm. And n equals 0. Oh, ending is set to -1. I'm silly. Plus random range -1 1 times 8 times 4 times screw dot shaking. Same thing here. There should be a little bit of rattle to signify that it's slowly getting unstuck. That is way too much rattle. There we go. Hey, and now it takes now it is less convenient to remove the wheel. It's so good, let's do it again. I do think I want that to be a little faster. Let's have it back to how it was. You got to be very careful because, you know, being in the taking the car apart and putting it together is a big part of the game, but you don't want it to be too inconvenient. You don't want it to be annoying. There we go. Alright, that's probably fine. I'll worry about the installing variation another time. It is about time for me to close up shop. And I am a little short on sleep, so I'm probably gonna retire a little early as well, just get ready for bed straight up. Thank you for hanging out, Happy. It's very nice seeing you again. Let's see who's on that I can send y'all off to. A lot of people on. Ooh. We got options. I think we head on over to Minty. A classic fellow artiste gamer. Sort by following. There you are. As always, I like to support smaller streamers, so if you're coming with me on this raid, remember, be nice. It can be little gremlin bastards if you want, but be nice about it. And most importantly, give the streamer a chance to shine, give them a chance to show their stuff. And until Thursday, where I'm gonna be on the big Ethernet, and for like the rest of the week after Thursday, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all Ethernet for the rest of the week. So, until then, thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Foul. Thank you, Happy. Thank you, Monster. Thank you, Mino. Thank you, McVin. Thank you, Board. Thank you, CK. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Ray. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Thank you, Isa. Thank you, Nazo. Thank you, Gray. Okay, I think that's everybody. If I miss anybody, I do apologize. But again, until Thursday, same time, same place, I will see you all next time.